Well, hey everyone, Logan here. And the thing about accumulating stuff after a while is you start to be able to just decide you want to sell it because you don't really need it. Kind of like the snowblower I have here. It's not even that old, but I have no use for it with having the plow and that up and going again. It's just been sitting in my garage the last 2-3 winters, so I'm going to just check the carb out, dump some fresh gas in it, and see if it runs. Get rid of this thing, put a little money in my pocket. Times are tough nowadays. So I'm gonna just pop the bowl off the carburetor and see how gunked up it is in there. Give it a little clean out. Shouldn't really have to do much more than that. It ran when I put it away, although I don't remember what kind of fuel I had in it. Knowing me, I probably threw something real cheap in there. That's actually pretty damn tight. That's completely dry, so I must have ran it out of fuel. Well, actually, looks pretty good. Might not really have any issue. The needle isn't stuck. Might just maybe you guys can see if I stick the flashlight up here a little bit. Maybe just pop this out to take a little closer look at that. That looks good. It's nice and clean, surprisingly. Check the bolts once. Everything looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to shoot a little carb cleaner up in there just to make sure, but I don't think we're really going to have any issue, because there's just a few little, crumbs in the bottom of maybe some old gas, but I must have been running 91 in this thing, non-ethanol. So what you should try to run in these things anyways is some 91 non-ethanol, even with some stable. Wow, that is a poor design. Wow, that's just stupid. So why does that even exist like that? Okay, I don't know if you guys can see from over there, so I'm gonna pull you in here. They got the primer bulb hose and the ignition key switch wires running right underneath the recoil rope, and it's actually rubbed a groove in them. So that is poor design. Hopefully I got you guys where you can see me yet, but so we're gonna redo this. We gotta fix that. That's just no. I don't necessarily need to move the hoses. I need to move the recoil itself, which I'm gonna have to cut this, but that's not a big deal. If I'm gonna sell this, I don't want it cutting its way through the rest of it when somebody else has it, because most people wouldn't think to look for that, honestly. So we'll just cut this rope off. See if we can run it over it. Because then I can just, yeah, perfect. Just tuck them down a little bit. They're fine. They'll stay there. Probably how it's supposed to be, but because this thing's never been worked on. It was given to me by a family member that bought it new. They used it for a couple of years, gave it to me when they moved. I used it for maybe one winter, and then it's just been sitting in my garage. I already checked the oil. That looks good. I think we'll just put this back together, put some fresh fuel in it, and see how she goes. I haven't even tried to start it yet because there was no fuel in it. That still impresses me that that was like that. And hook the spark plug because I wasn't sure if it was going to be in the way for what I was going to do. Trying not to jiggle you guys around everywhere, but put some fresh 91 in. Runs like a dream. I forget that's not a lawnmower. I don't need to turn that on. That's just for the activate the PTO thing. Runs good. Too bad it's just a small snowblower. Otherwise, I'd keep it for myself. You know, keep it and use it when I need it. But I really don't need it. So but that's going. So that's good. That's a short little video. And then I think the next project on the table is going to be this little black four-wheeler. It's a little, either a 50 or a 70 cc. There's no markings on it, so I have no idea what make it is, but you can see the rear brake calipers just hanging off there because the housings, it's all shot. I got a brand new one in the house for it, new pads and everything. Oh crap! I probably have no idea where the brake or where the hardware is for it, because I don't think the new one came with the bolting hardware, but I suppose I can just find what bolts fit in those holes because it has the same bracket and everything. So I got a new hydraulic brake for this four-wheeler. I put a whole new harness on it because the harness it came with was butchered up. So I bought an Amazon, it's on Amazon or some other site that works, universal, that works for these four-wheelers, which it hooked right up and everything. Just had to bypass a safety switch or something that was in the harness that this four-wheeler doesn't have. So it has an electric start and everything, but had it running, and then towards the end there it just didn't want to run right. I think I'm going to take the carb off and clean it. I checked it over when I first got it going and it seemed fine, but I don't know if the carburetor is just worn out enough that it won't adjust anymore, because I was trying to adjust it and I never did really get it to run right after a while. Maybe it needs a valve adjustment. I guess I don't know. Have to try and figure out what the valve specs would be for this, because it's the motor's Lonkin, L-O-N-C-I-N. So I don't know if I can find the specs for the valves and adjust them on these or what, but might be a valve adjustment issue. But yeah, that'll be the next project on the table up here probably, coming up. Also got a bunch of videos to go through when I was working on the red Kawasaki here. This thing runs amazing now. Starts up a lot easier now that I actually have the thumb thrust or choke working. Starts way easier than it did before. Only 380 hours on it for 2,905 miles. Yeah, she purrs like a kitten now, starts up a lot faster. Used to be you'd have to crank it for quite a while for it to fire off, even with the chokes on. It's just, I think getting them valves adjusted was the ticket on that one. But I got video of that. I'll get that up sometime as well. I probably got 4 hours of footage. Well, 3 hours for sure, because I think I can record about 5 hours of footage, and I used up most of it, so I probably got 4 hours of footage that I got to pick through, because a lot of it's, I just recorded the whole time I was working on it, the days that I did work on it, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff to pick through, but we got more projects buried in here that I'll get to as well. Like I said, next one will probably be that little black four-wheeler. I also got a 110 Chinese four-wheeler buried way in the back that I got to get going too for my kids before they outgrow them. My younger ones can still ride this one. Well, I mean, I can ride that one still. It'll move me around, but also got a little electric pocket bike over there to get batteries for and get going. There's all sorts of stuff buried in here that I got to work on. Also got the generator welder back here that I gotta, that'll be also another project on the table, probably later towards spring though. I'm going to put new brushes in it for the welder, for the generator welder part, and finish the maintenance on the engine side. I got it so it runs and everything and it works again, but I want to put new brushes on the generator welder side. I got new oil filter and plugs and stuff, air filter and stuff. The oil had a lot of gas in it when I got it, so I drained it, ran some new stuff with the old filter yet, and then I'm gonna drain it and put the new filter and stuff on yet. Got a new battery in it, which I should probably plug into the tender again. It's still good. I know I cranked it over about a month ago, but then we'll get that all buttoned back up and get some leads for it, so I have my mobile welder, or my only welder, I guess, at this point. But yeah, it's just kind of a little, I guess, preparation of sale and update. So thanks for watching.